Hello, gorgeous people. All right, so I'm outside, which is like crazy, cause after I did my last update, I just kind of lied down and just waited until like the sunrise, and then I went to the town square, which is like a big market, and I was waiting for the bank to open, but um I just bought some stuff that I was gonna make for lunch, and I had breakfast. I had pancit palabok, which is like hella good of Filipino food. If you don't know anything about Filipino food, try palabok because it's like hella good. Even I like it. And I bought like two pens, like one blue one and one black. I was gonna get green, but the only one they had of the green color was like kind of dry, so I didn't get it. But I really wanted a green pen just because like I feel black is so like bold and it's like serious documents, and I'm like, I like don't want to use it sometimes, so I'm using blue right now. But yeah, just another update confessional. So I kind of felt like trapped in my room, so I kind of like just went outside today, and I was sort of thinking like I'm so enamored by video games, like especially on the PS4 Pro right now, RN. Like I have been my whole life, but it's even more so now in my adult age, which is like crazy because I thought it would be a little. No, actually, I never thought it would go away, but yeah, I'm still into it. And I was like, man, I feel like sometimes I feel like it's my job. Like, I have to get gaming hours in today, like as much as I can over everything. And I'm like, John, just chill out and just like do something. So, um, and I also feel like kind of trapped, like in this property lot. Like I feel like I have to stay inside the gate. Like it's why I know it's because of like first of all Survivor. Like I don't know. It's just everything about survival, like the rules of surviving and Survivor. Like it's just you stick with your family and you just stay home and you stay in the camp and you don't go outside. And it's also like RPGs because like the number one rule of RPGs is do not leave the village, like do not leave your hometown, like do not leave the first town. Like that's just the number one rule of RPGs, is just like don't leave the village gates, like so I try not to leave the property. I know people have their thoughts on that, but I just don't care. Just how I am. And but anyways, so I went to the bank and they don't open till 8:30. I thought they open at 7:30, and I was at the market at like 6. And I didn't quite understand what the guard was trying to let me know. He was like, "Oh, we're closed," and I was like, "But are you guys closed the whole day?" And he just like kind of ushered me away, so I left and I went back home. So I'm here right now, like in my mind, I'm like, why don't you just go tomorrow? And I'm like, but what if they're open later? So I'm just gonna go later again, I guess. And then, yeah, all the workers and my uncle left. They went somewhere else to like do work, and then I'm just here right now. Um, yeah, so it's like a gorgeous day. It's like hot, but not killing me softly hot. Like it's doable. And yeah, I just decided to go out of my room. So yeah, And then like my breakfast was like really good. It was like pancit palabok. It's just like vermicelli noodles, like the kind you get in spring rolls in Vietnamese food. And it's also like they're like dry noodle variety. Everyone knows what it is. I just call it like dry rice noodles, and it's really garlicky. I hate that word because I don't like it when people spell it. Like there's like this. It has. It's like the word licky at the end, garlicky, and I don't like it. But it's really garlicky, and it helps if you put a dash at the end, like dash y garlicky. But it's like really garlicky, and it's kind of like this. It's not orange orange, but it's a little bit reddish orange, like dark brown orange sauce. And they put like a boiled egg, like half, and it has like green onions or spring onions. It's like really good. You'll really like it. Um, and then like I'm really hungry today because like ever since I started taking liquid IV, my appetite came back, and I'm just really hungry all the time because like the water kind of sits in my stomach, but it doesn't go to my bladder yet. But I don't feel full or bloated, or my stomach sticks out. It's just sitting there. It's like salt water or something, and it feels really good. It feels really like deep. Like water has a kind of like empty sort of feeling when you drink it, but with the liquid IV, it tastes so good. It really quenches your thirst, even if you think you're not thirsty, and you don't. It doesn't go to your bladder immediately. Like, kind of sits in your stomach a while, and it kind of just goes in your bloodstream, all the electrolytes and stuff. It's a really good product. I really want to look up other electrolyte mixes and drinks, but I want to stay loyal to this brand because it's still working for me right now. Um, and so yeah, my appetite came back, and I'm like so hungry. And I really wanted to drive to like the next town and go to McDonald's and just do like a mukbang, but it's like a 20-minute drive. So I was like, no. And because back home I used to live next to the highway, and you know what that means? There's like rows of fast food joints and restaurants. So I was like thinking, I was like, I could go get a pizza near like the edge of town, but I was like, maybe I can get a burger at the town square. But I was like, no, it's okay. I'll just go home and like eat what ate is gonna make me. Ate means like older sister. It's like a form of respect for someone older than you, a woman. And then, but I bought some stuff to make tikka masala, like my own version. It's like a veggie version because I don't really want to. I don't trust myself to cook the chicken in the sauce just because, like, I don't know why. I don't trust myself. I'm not that good of a cook yet. And veggie is fine with me. All I'm looking for is just like the lick of taste. Because, like, Filipino food is a little bit bland to me. Like, we don't really use spices. I joke with people, I'm like, our only three spices is salt, pepper, and sugar or something. But it's mainly salt and pepper, and that's it. That's all we use. And then it's a little bit bland to me. Like, after I got a taste of Indian cuisine, I was like, oh, hells no, like, this is my shit. And, yeah. So I'm gonna make tikka masala later. I forgot the first step. it's like you have to grate the ginger so it's not so thready, or those like threads of ginger, and you mix it with something. I forgot what the other thing was. I have to look it up. And then you like gasa it. Gasa is just like saute. You just like, I just say cook. You just cook it up in the pan, and then you add all the spices and the tomato paste, and then add the coconut milk, and then you add like the cooked potatoes and green peas and stuff. But it's really good, and I want the workers here to taste it because they seem like they'd love Indian food just for some reason. Like, it's a really manly dish. I think like tikka masala, like it's just spicy and like so flavorful. It's really good. And yeah, I'm just trying to do this every day just because like journaling is cool, but like I'm a talker, like per survivor. I'm a talker. Like, people think Asians don't talk and are just like meek and mild and like submissive, but no, I talk a lot. And that's like the one thing Asians like don't like stereotype is people think we're like quiet, and we're not. Like, we talk in our family, you know what I mean? Um yeah, I'm a talker. And then yeah, I'm just trying to do the social media thing or the thing, and just like I was trying to like come up with like a shtick. I was like, I can do a little bit of everything, like confessionals and like mukbangs and stuff, but like the whole stoner thing is like so apparent with me, you know? I don't know if people can tell with me right off the bat. They're just like stoner, or they're surprised that I smoke weed like before. I don't, just for the record, I don't smoke marijuana anymore, but I used to like a lot. And I guess like internationally speaking, and maybe even more US, is like even cigarettes is considered stoning and like stoner. But to be honest, like if I'm being real with myself, like I only consider weed stoning, but I will make an exception, just because like why not? And it's more that's international, like it's cool. And like I was looking up like hotbox videos last night, or like smoke sesh videos, and there's this one, like she was some type of Latina, and she was from like Colombia or like Peru. I don't know why Colombia is in my head, but or somewhere like that. And she was like, "Oh, I'm walking through the grocery aisle and I really want to lit up a cig." And I was like, I didn't think cigarettes were a big deal, because in America, every adult just like smokes a cigarette. It's like a high school white girl stereotype. It's just like white girls have like really strong fingers, and like it's like creepy, like in a cool way. It's like creepy, like they have strong fingers and fingernails, and like they smoke cigarettes in high school, and it's like their thing, like in the bathroom. Either they're like a loner, sort of. I guess before emo was invented, it's just called depressed. But you're like a loner, stoner, and you're like smoking in the bathroom stall by yourself. You're like a white girl. Or it's like you and your two other friends. So, like, your three friends, like, smoking in the bathroom together. Yeah. So, I can kind of make the whole stoner thing, like, my shtick. And this is off the cuff, but I was thinking about, like shticks, like people's shtick, like, so what were you in high school, And then I was thinking about, like, I don't know if it was gay people or what, but it was just the kid. Oh, I was thinking about, like, minority kids, like black and Muslim. I don't know what to call them, if they're Muslim or Arabu, but I interchange those, like Muslim and like Arab. But I was thinking about that, and it's like they. I'm not saying they're tryhards, but they try so hard to like sort of project their personality, and their personality is like their race. And I was thinking like other kids like that, like gay kids or whatever, are like, oh, I express myself through my clothing, and like in high school, like pins, like pins and stuff were like a way of expression, like it's from like Hot Topic and stuff. And they would like, I call them punk, like the punk kids would like wear pins everywhere, like on their t-shirt, on their hats, on their bags. And I always noticed that, but never really noticed. I was just like, sometimes I would try to read some of them, and they were like really weird. Yeah. And they were like, so what are you, John? This is what we are. We're projecting what we are, and you can see what we are, like, if you can read into us. And I kind of felt like everyone was like, so what are you? And then I was kind of just normal and just like default, like I would be like, I'm a small town boy, like I'm just here in the city sort of thing. I never really had a clique or like personality or like a persona in high school. I was just me. And but the one thing I did was like I was really enamored by MTV. I watched MTV a lot, and like all the drug users were really interesting. And I never did anything in HS, but I pretended that I was like on drugs. So I would wear like a hoodie and like walk around and like talk kind of slow. It was really funny to me. But yeah, I wanted to end it right here, but might as well just use up the whole 30 minutes. Um, yeah, I'm just practicing like talking and stuff, just because like I don't know, like I know people have. I feel like the number one uh, emotion or like feeling live journal is like paranoia. I'm like paranoid all the time, even just all the time. I feel like this is the most normal thing. Like, is someone watching me, or like, are people listening to me right now when I'm like in the bathroom, or like, I feel that's so normal. And yeah, I don't know why I said that, but it was something I forgot. And then yeah, so yeah, I have like nothing else to say. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna cut out the video. All right, bye.